Okay, in this video, we're going to create a new post or blog within our project. But before we move there, we see an error here which says div cannot appear as a descendant of a p, which is right, definitely. We forgot to fix this one in the last video. This one is a div at the behind the scene, and this is a p, so we cannot do that. I'm going to just put a div around this one, and also this one is going to be a div. We don't need has text center anymore because we already fixed this one with the flexbox. And if I come back here, nothing has changed in the design, but we don't have any error. So we move on to create a new block. And in order to do that, we need to create a new page. So we should create another page for the block create, for example. In this case, let's just create a directory called blog, and inside blog, we will move everything there and we make sure things works from there because it will be more tidy up in the pages. So I'm going to create a folder called blog, and then I will move our blog to the blog and rename it to index. By moving the file there, nothing should change. Let's just say, for example, if you have in the pages, we have a blog.js, our route will be /blog, and if we have a blog directory and then index.js, the same. So our route will be /blog. So let's just test this one and make sure this one works. So I'm going to just cancel this one, no, and then we are going to our home page, and let's make sure this one works. First thing first, we need to fix this import, so we need to go one step back everywhere because now we are in directory and things looks fine. And if we go to index, we also need to make sure everything is there, everything works, yes. So by fixing these inputs now we should be able to see everything here. One more thing we forgot to fix was in the blog items, we still have this issue, so we need to change it to div. And then user info and time and date formatter, and now things look fine to me. Let's quickly have a look at our console to see if there is any error, and let's just refresh the page. Good, there is no error. And if you go back to the index page, which is, if you go to the main index page, I think we don't need this bit anymore. Let's just get rid of it here and also there. So let's just get rid of everything. And I'm also going to just get rid of this bit because we're not using it. And this one also should be gone by now. And if I come back to our home page, refresh, good, we have our blogs. We're not using props anymore, so I can get rid of this bit. And then probably we don't need any div. So we don't need this bit. And now we can create a file called create or new. Let's just create another file called new.js. So inside new.js, we are going to load a component, which that component holds a form, and that form is going to create a blog. So in order to do that very quickly, we're going just to use our snippet, is this one, and this is going to be a new post or new blog. That's what I'm going to call it. From there, we are going to have a component called create blog. So I'm going to import it quickly. I know this file doesn't exist, but we should be able now to just return this one here quickly. In a component, we are going to create a file blog create.js, and inside this file we are just going to create a component class, and then from there we are going to also import fragment, and inside fragment I'm going to just return something, create a blog. And if I save it there and go to the blog /new, so if we refresh the page we will get this error. Basically it means we are looking for a blog with a slug new and it doesn't exist, so we return errors. If we just come here we will see this error, and it means we are looking for a blog with slug new. So we need to fix this one, and we shouldn't show this kind of errors in the future. But what we are trying to solve is, what we're trying to say is, it is an actual page, it's not a blog or it's not a post. So we need, in order to fix that one, we need to go to server.js, and just before looking for this route we just need to copy it and come here, paste it. As you know, Express is working from top to bottom, so everything, the route comes first, it will render first and it doesn't go to the next one. So we are saying if the blog and /new, our actual page is blog /new, and we don't have any query in this case, our query is empty, and then go and just render the app, so it doesn't come here anymore. We're not going to get that error. And while we are here, let me just fix this one as well, because it doesn't really like the console.log because of ESLint, so we can get rid of it. Or if we have this kind of errors, we can easily come here and just tell the ESLint to ignore the error by writing ESLint disable next line, and then space, and then the error name, which the rule, which is no console. So I'm spacing this one, no console. And now if you go there, still it shouldn't work because we didn't restart our server. So I'm going to restart the server quickly, and I'm going to refresh our page, and now we can see the page. And if I go to home, so our pages are still working. As you can see, I'm clicking here and everything works. And if I go to new, our new component, a new page is working. So in the next video, we're going to just fix this blog create and then move on to the next step.